It's called 18-day Berkeley Compost because if everything goes right, you should be finished in 18 days. But you got to be pretty experienced to get it done in 18 days. Most likely, if it's your first go-around or your first few tries, it's going to be more in the mid-20s. But anyway, turn 5, 8 turns is where you're supposed to end up, and we'll see how we do. Now it should start to calm down temperature-wise. Day 6 to 8 is really generally considered the peak or when you're going to be hottest. Honestly, no matter where you are in the world, half your day feels like you're picking up plastic. Still pretty strong smelling, so I feel like we got a few days to go. It's looking a little on the wet side, so I don't think we're going to need to be doing any spritzing today. I think I might have overdid it last time with all that spraying on the breaking up the paper. All right. Turn 5. So it's definitely still got some temperature and still got some odor, so we'll see how we are, but it's probably going to be a few days past. All right, thanks so much for watching, and feel free to ask any questions in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them, and we'll see you for turn 6. All right, so here we are for turn 7. So I think I'm on day 21 right now, and obviously since the initial first turn I waited 6 days instead of 4 days. That put me 2 days behind. I was late on one of the initial turns, so that put me 3 days behind, and this turn was actually supposed to happen yesterday, but it's happening now, and for some reason I keep picking the hottest part of the day to do this. Anyway, so I didn't check the temperature on turn 6, but we're going to check it today because at this point, 21 or so days in, the temperature should really be coming down. And if it's still up above 140-ish, that means we got a lot of cooking that's still happening. So that means it's gonna take at least 3-4 more days. Ideally, on your last day, the temperature of the compost should be just warm. So maybe that means my nitrogen content was a little higher than it should be, so I probably should have added in some carbon along the way, but anyway, we'll see where we are today. Whew. All right, so again, it's pre-wet. I'm gonna put this on so the sweat doesn't blind me in my eyeballs. Get our thermometer ready to go. Well, it's 120 degrees right now on top of this wheelie bin. Definitely not 120 degrees in the air. It's just it is possible that because the paper wasn't shredded enough and didn't mix into the pile, that it didn't do what it should have done, which is to absorb into the nitrogen sooner. This does bring up an interesting point, this paper that is still readable after 20 days and 150-degree hot compost is all those products that say they're compostable. And, they say, oh, a municipal compost program, but it's definitely, that'd be an interesting thing to see how long it takes for those to break down in this compost system. I suspect, like this paper, they would have to be shredded quite well. You're not just going to throw, those like to-go food containers that are kind of some form of cardboard. Yeah, I mean, this is as clear as the day it was printed still. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick this up, but let's see. See how clear that text is. Alright, let's check the temperature. Oh, I think my thermometer overheated. Well, to give that a few minutes in the shade. The electronics do not enjoy this climate right now. I can just make out the reading. Let's see what we can get. Well, my goddamn camera turned off again, and this time I even had it in the shade, so I guess I gotta rethink what time of day I'm gonna do some filming. But looks like we got cut off right when I was checking the temperature, so it was right at 138. That's where we maxed out, so it's still pretty high for this late in the pile. Again, we're on 7th turn. If everything's going to plan, 8th turn should be your last turn, putting you at 18 days. So we're on 21 days because I started late and missed a couple turns, or went 3 days instead of 2 days. And we still got some way to go on this one. Probably, I'd say a week minimum. So we're definitely approaching 30-day compost, not 18-day compost. But again, I've never done 100% food scrap compost, and I'm definitely thinking the not shredding the paper is prolonging the breakdown. So next time I do this, I think I'm going to do just straw and food scraps and some weeds, and see how that compares to this time. But anyway, we'll get there in the end. Like I said, we don't really have a need for the compost at the moment in the garden anyway, because it's just too hot to plant anything. So no major drama. It's all good. We'll get there. So thanks so much for watching. Sorry about the camera issues, and we'll see you back for turn 8, and obviously we're going to need turn 9 as well. So